Hello everybody and welcome back to the World Sim Racing Competition, or WSRC, where anybody can join one of our hosted races and compete for cold, hard cash. Right now we are running our first ever beta team race. And by this it means that we have multiple people from the same team on the same grid battling to see who will take the money. Currently, because it is a beta race, there is no prize pool for this current race, but in future events, that prize pool will be distributed among the racers who place the highest, and it will be split amongst that team. We have 5 teams so far that have been put onto this race, which are Nazari Racing in the black and gold. We have Top Fuel, which we will see further down the grid. If I can find the actual racers who have that livery. There we are, in that black Ferrari. There we are, the black and yellow Top Fuel Racing. And we also have Speed Camp Racing in with the black livery once more. So black seems to be a popular color for these team races. These are the 3 teams that we currently have in this beta race so far, and there are 2 more that will come next week in our following team races for prize money. So today we're just testing out how the format works. It's very similar to F1, where there's just multiple people in one team and then points are allocated to where you finish. Whichever team has the most points will end up taking home the prize pool money. Let's check back in with our leader now, and we are racing on Road Atlanta in the GT3 cars. These liveries look amazing. Seeing all the races with the same livery makes the team aspect so much better. We have a lot of races from Nazari, so we know that this team is absolutely locked in. So I expect to see some big things from them in this race. Road Atlanta, GT3 for the first time, team beta racing. But this will be a fun watch to see teammates battle each other, to see who will be able to claim the pride of saying they won the first ever WSRC team beta race. And we are off. Peter in first place in Nazari, second is Morgan, and third is Paulo. So far, no positions in the top of the race have changed just yet as they go around the sweeping bends of Road Atlanta. Let's tune in with Morgan here with the green Porsche 911. These racers are zooming around, doing whatever it takes, and we'll be able to see how fierce and how tight the competition truly is. During qualifying, there was a lot of times within 0.1 milliseconds of each other, so you know that these races are all at a very close level of racing. 1.1 second gap now to P1. Peter was able to get a phenomenal jump off the start and be able to break that infamous toe from the second place driver, meaning that he should be able to maintain his lead unless he makes a crucial mistake. Paulo just behind Morgan, looking to try and make something happen, and behind Paulo is iRacer. As we see Paulo in the BMW and iRacer behind in the BMW as well. Behind iRacer we have Ali in 6th place in the AMG Mercedes. People in the chat, which team do we think is going to win? But it looks like Morgan had a little bit of a moment there. Let's see if we can catch that. As Morgan goes around in the 911, he just loses the rear that little bit. Something that is so easy to do in these extremely twitchy cars. Check back in. We have Gavin, who has moved up an amazing 4 places so far in this race. However, still 9-second difference to P1. He's going to have to put in some hard work if he wants to make it up into the podium and represent Speed Camp. Currently, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 lock from Nazari Racing. Granted, it is a bit of an unfair advantage for Nazari in this beta race, as they have around 7 participants. But in future races, when there is prize money on the line, we will be locking it out to a maximum of 3 or 2 per team, just to make things fair. But for now, for this test run, it'll be a little bit of fun for Nazari and the other teams to see how they all go up against each other and to see what the skill level is like amongst these races. Paulo in second place, 1.8, now 2 seconds to first place. He's going to have to put his head down and put in some serious lap times if he wants a chance of breaking in to P1. Currently, he has a podium spot of P2, but I know Paulo, and he will want more than just P2. Tuning back in with iRacer, and he is right behind Paulo, 0.8 seconds. All he needs is the slightest misstep from Paulo to be able to dive in and claim second place. We have Danny in 10th, Michael Ray in 9th, Jose in 8th, Riley in 7th, Gavin in 6th, Morgan in 5th, Ali in 4th, iRacer in 3rd, Paulo in 2nd, and first place still Peter, with the fastest lap time of this race so far, a 1:18.7. iRacer and Paulo's top times are extremely close to each other, within 1/10, and it explains why they are so close to each other for the past 4 minutes of this race. And this battling between P1 and P2 explains why they are so close for the past 4 minutes, unable to make a move, either one of them. Paulo hasn't been able to extend the gap, and iRacer hasn't been able to escape and get past Paulo to break into P2. Ali has been slowly creeping up on iRacer though, only 1.3 second difference between the two of them. Morgan up, down 3 positions, Gavin up 4. And now we have our top 4 people all up 1 positions, and Peter maintaining first place. Let's check in with our leader. In the Porsche GT3 with the gold rims, Nazari Racing representing the team. And he is zooming around the track, 0.3 seconds faster than any other racer on the field so far. So Peter seems to have the competitive advantage. Now with a 1:18.627, Paulo's leveled up his lap as well with a 1:19 flat, 0.4 seconds away from our leader. So Paulo is going to have to put in some fast lap times if he wants to be able to close that gap. Paulo and iRacer still battling it out between the two of them. 0.9 seconds between these two races, and Ali not far behind. The Nazari team is in a 1-2-3-4 lock right now, with our next team in P6, which is Gavin, which is part of Speed Camp Racing. He's moved up a phenomenal 4 positions so far, and he is looking to make it 5. He is zooming and accelerating closer and closer to Morgan as we speak. Only 4 second gap now between him and his next opponent. Let's check in with further down the grid. We have Riley in the Ferrari with a beautiful Red Bull livery. Check in with Jose. We have a lovely Top Fuel livery, the black and yellow. He is a lonely racer today in our team racing event, the only participant from Top Fuel Racing, but I'm sure we will see more from Top Fuel in the coming races. That is a beautiful livery though, to say the least. As we check in with Michael coming down, another Speed Camp racer in the GT3, going around the bends like it's nothing. And finally, we have Danny, who is in the pits, presumably crashed out in the earlier portions of this race. Checking back in with Paulo and iRacer, and Paulo has been able to extend the gap that little bit more. Now a 1 second difference to 3rd place. So Paulo is going to make sure that he is able to secure 2nd place. He doesn't want iRacer going behind him, taking the lead, diving down and moving into 2nd. Peter still able to maintain and slightly extend that gap. Was originally 4 seconds, now it is 4.3. So here, and now 4.5 as I speak, so every moment Paulo is losing more and more time to his teammate. However, it looks like Paulo is just a tad faster through this first portion of Road Atlanta as he's able to make back a little bit of time. For those that just joined, this is the World Sim Racing Competition, where anybody can compete in an iRacing hosted competition by us and compete for cold hard cash. You can head over to WSRC.live to check out some of our races that are going to be held at this time tomorrow. If anybody's interested in joining a race and battling it out for more money, then tomorrow is the time. We have an F4 race and another GR86 race at Laguna Seca, which is one that we watched just moments ago. Today, however, we are battling it out on Road Atlanta. Paulo, 3.8 seconds from our current leader, and iRacer, 5.4 seconds from our leader. Ali in 4th place, Morgan in 5th, Gavin in 6th, Riley in 7th, Jose in 8th, Michael in 9th, and Danny in 10th. And it looks like Gavin just made another move. We're going to have to get a replay on that. We see Gavin going around in the GT3. It looks like Morgan went off track once more, allowing Gavin to get a nice, easy pass. And there we are. Gavin is up 5 positions so far. And now we have Morgan and Riley battling it out. Here we have Riley in the white Ferrari and Morgan in the green Porsche GT3. Morgan has dropped down 4 positions so far, but he is still battling hard and he's still in this fight. He is looking to take back that position that Gavin stole from him moments prior, and Riley is looking to make the move on Morgan and get something done. Riley is down 1 position all up, so if he is able to make the move on Morgan, then he will be back to his neutral qualifying spot. Morgan in the green Porsche GT3, Riley in the white Ferrari, and Gavin in the black Speed Camp GT3. These 3 races are all very close to each other. Morgan is right on Gavin's tail, looking to make something happen. He moves to the inside. Is he able to make something happen on this upcoming bend? Morgan moving around the outside, and he's able to reclaim his position that Gavin stole moments earlier. Morgan is back up into 5th place. Brilliant racing and brilliant move by our contender. Gavin is now down 1 position, but still up 4 overall. And it looks like Riley now wants a piece of the pie. Riley in the Ferrari looking to the inside on Gavin. Will he be able to make it stick? Gavin says no. He rejects that move and is able to maintain his position in P6. We have a fierce battle now for 6th position between Riley and Gavin as they head through the sweeping bends of Road Atlanta. These races are showing us what it means to be a contender at WSRC, the World Sim Racing Competition. Peter is still in 1st place with a 118.6, a blisteringly quick lap time. Paulo a little bit behind, 4.6 seconds gap with a 119, and iRacer behind him with a 2-second gap to 2nd place. Ali as well has maintained that 2-second difference, that 2-second difference now in 4th place. But it looks like Gavin and Riley are fighting once more. Riley in the Ferrari, Gavin in the GT3, and Riley is able to make the move on Gavin and move up into 6th place. A nice, clean overtake. Here we are. We're currently watching Gavin in the Porsche, and there is Riley just coming around moving back in line, taking the normal racing line and resuming racing like it was nothing. A brilliant, brilliant move. We love to see. And it looks like Morgan has spun out once more. Let's try and get a look to see what happened there. Morgan goes around this corner. I believe that is the same corner he spun out at the start of the race, and he has lost his front bumper. So this may be the end of the race for our friend Morgan. Hate to see it. And Gavin is right on Riley's tail once more. The Speed Camp Racer is looking to take back that 5th position. And now he's on the inside. They are side by side, Riley and Gavin is able to move back up into 5th place. These two races are showing us what it means to battle for the glory of your team. Riley back to the inside though, looking to make a statement saying you aren't going to pass me that easily. And Gavin has dropped a position once more as Riley has done a beautiful overtake at Road Atlanta. These races are going back and forth like it is nothing. The front of Gavin's car is smashed in from a prior accident, and Riley has been moving back and forth like it is nothing. But this is what it takes to be a contender at WSRC. Currently, Peter is in 1st place. Let's check back in with our leader, as we have Paulo right behind, 3.7 second difference. There will only be one more lap in this race, so we will have to see which team is able to secure the glory of saying that they came first, that their representative driver came first in the first ever WSRC Beta Team Race. You guys are enjoying this race so far. Leave a sub, leave a follow, give us a comment, and tell us what you think we should update and change in one of our next races. If you're enjoying though, tomorrow we have another action-packed, money-filled race running at the exact same time. So make sure to be tuned for that, for the F4 race. And Peter is just cruising now, knowing that he has a 3.7 second gap to the next position. He just has to maintain his composure, not make any mistakes, and he will be fine to take home the glory of being P1 in the first ever beta race. There's only a couple more corners left on this track now, as we are able to see whether Peter will be able to do it for Nazarene Racing, or will he make a crucial mistake, causing their team to drop down multiple positions. We will just have to see. Now if we tune in quickly with Paulo, another Nazarene Racing driver in 2nd place, and his 7th place is also in 3rd place is also iRacer. So they have a 1, 2, 3 podium lock so far from Nazarene Racing. And that is the checkered flag going, and Peter is our first ever victor of a WSRC team race. Paulo in 2nd place and E-Ray in 3rd place. That is a 1, 2, 3 lock for Nazarene Racing. Brilliant show from everybody today for our first ever beta team race. And look at them go all together. 1, 2, 3, 4 Nazarene Racing. You love to see it. And this is what the team racing is all about. Who is able to craft the strongest team that will guarantee you the chance of securing the prize money. Today there was none, as it was a beta race, but be sure there will be high stakes for our next team race. And that's just a beautiful image to look at. 4 races with the exact same livery, doing a final victory lap. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow at the exact same time for some F4 racing at Laguna Seca. Nazarene, congratulations for winning the first ever beta team race. Flash your lights, wave back and forth, because you've deserved it. That was some brilliant racing by everybody today. I'll see you next time.